We are here with Dr. Ed Stetzer from the Billy Graham Center and a number of other roles he plays. Dr. Stetzer, 2 years ago, in light of the refugee crisis, you put together the GC2 Summit in Chicago to help evangelicals consider how they should respond to the refugee crisis. Now, in the first year of the Trump administration, we've seen a decrease in refugee resettlement, and while that's only a small part of ways the church can help and serve refugees, we've seen a decrease from almost 100,000 refugees come in last calendar year to 29,000 under the first Trump year. In light of those low numbers, refugee resettlement is only one way the church can serve refugees. How would you estimate now, 2 years later, things stand with evangelicals serving refugees in the U.S.?
Well, certainly one of my concerns is evangelicals as a whole, according to some polling, have sort of just moved in a decidedly more negative direction in their perception of refugees, which is not based on fact. Remarkable safety record we've had in the refugee resettlement program. Now, again, refugees are not immigrants, well, types of immigrants, but there's a separate category here. Refugees are people who go through a process and then they are resettled, and we're in the midst of the largest refugee crisis in recorded history because we didn't have records in World War II like we have now. So then the question is what's our part as a country? Well, people are going to debate that. It's gone down under President Trump. I'd like to see it go up to where it was under former presidents, Bush, Obama, even Reagan. But the reality is that that's going to be determined by the government. There's a kind of a Romans 13 decision over there. And I'm going to advocate, I think we should, as a nation state that cares, be a part of this refugee crisis. I would also add, though, that on the other side of that Romans 13 is the church. And so our role is to minister to refugees, our church and churches. The first time I spoke at Moody Church, where I'm the interim pastor now, first time I spoke there was on refugees, and they specifically wanted me to mention Syrian refugees. So churches know, and churches have been engaged in this ministry, partnering with World Relief and others for a long time. So they know this is a God-honoring, safe approach to minister to people. So where are we now? Well, there's less refugees that we're engaging. We don't know what that means. We don't know how that changes from year to year. But the reality is I want to both advocate, that's speaking of that Romans 13 situation, and then I want to care, which is that, showing love for my neighbor teaching that Jesus talked about. And it gives us the opportunity to show and share the love of Jesus with people who don't have anything else. And they ask, why are you doing these things? And the answer is because of Jesus. Certainly the politics have changed in a couple of years, but I don't think the mission has changed in 2,000 years.